Welcome to the Okta release highlights. We're going to go over new generally available features and early access new features, so let's get started. Okta AD Agent version 3.15.0. This version of the agent contains bug fixes, including a fix for when Active Directory Agent Auto Update Health Check caused the auto update to fail when upgrading from version 3.13 to 3.14. Okta On-Prem MFA Agent version 1.7.0. This version includes support for extended client session timeout. Import users to Office 365 using Microsoft Graph API. This feature allows Okta to process imports using the Microsoft Graph API and is gradually being made available to all orgs. This background process doesn't change existing procedures and makes imports more scalable, supporting Microsoft 365 tenants with larger numbers of users, groups, and group memberships. OAuth 2.0 on behalf of Token Exchange. Exchange helps retain the user context in requests to downstream services. It provides a protocol approach to support scenarios where a client can exchange an access token received from an upstream client with a new token by interacting with the authorization server. Number Matching Challenge for Okta Verify. When an org enables the Number Matching Challenge feature, it's always enforced for Okta Verify during self-service password resets. Okta Expression Language Matches Operator Deprecated. The Okta Expression Language Matches operator that is used to evaluate a string against a regular expression is deprecated. This feature is currently only enabled by default for new orgs. Okta Administrators Group for all org admins. A default Okta Administrators Group is now available in every Okta org. The new group allows you to create sign-on policies that automatically apply to all admins in your org. Improved Email Magic Link Authentication Experience. Email Magic Links have been enhanced to allow end users to authenticate in two different contexts. They can authenticate in the same location where they click the link and quickly return to the application. Or if the end user clicks the link in a different browser, they can enter a one-time password to proceed with authentication. Previously, when using the email magic links to sign into an application, end users had to return to the original browser location where they initiated the sign-in attempt. Okta ensures that end users can prove ownership of both the originating tab and the tab where they clicked the email magic link. Improvements to self-service registration experience. Earlier versions of the self-service registration flow used a complicated array of templates to send activation emails to end users. The simplified SSR flow reduces this to only 2 email templates with customized welcome messages. If your application requires immediate verification of the end user's email address, Okta uses the Registration Activation template. This template includes a magic link for a smoother sign-in experience. If email verification isn't immediately required to sign into the application, Okta uses the Registration Email Verification template. This template includes a link for end users to complete email verification at any time after they've successfully signed into the application. This feature is now enabled by default for all orgs. There are also improvements to the self-service password reset experience. Previously, the self-service password reset flow created unnecessary friction in the end-user experience. The newly enhanced SSPR feature introduces a seamless magic link experience for password reset emails. Users no longer need to provide consent when using the same browser, and after a successful password reset where the password meets the application's assurance policy, the user is signed directly into the app. This feature is also now enabled by default for all orgs. There are also improvements to the self-service unlock process and account activities for AD and LDAP users. Earlier versions of the self-service unlock flow and self-service password reset flow created unnecessary friction in the end-user experience, as well as for AD and LDAP users. The newly enhanced SSU feature introduces a seamless magic link experience in emails sent out to unlock accounts and reset passwords. Users no longer need to provide consent when using the same browser. In addition, after successfully unlocking their account, clicking the email magic link counts towards the application's assurance policy. And after the assurance requirements are met, the user is signed directly into the application. Help links for standard admin roles. In the Administrator's menu under Roles, each standard admin role now provides a link to its corresponding help page. This allows admins to quickly and easily locate the documentation that supports their standard role assignments. Unauthorized IDP setup options hidden. 2 group-related options on the IDP configuration page were visible to admins in a custom role that lacked group viewing permissions: auto-link restrictions in authentication settings, and group assignments. Now these settings are visible only when the user has the appropriate permissions. Self-service Okta engine upgrades for eligible orgs. Okta is slowly rolling out self-service upgrade functionality to eligible orgs. Using the new self-service upgrade widget, orgs with acknowledgement action items can now review and complete those items, and then schedule their upgrade. When your org becomes eligible for the upgrade, you receive an email confirming your eligibility, and the self-service upgrade widget appears on the admin dashboard. Note that only super admins can view and manage the self-service upgrade widget. There is now a warning message that appears to indicate that the Classic Engine Sessions API isn't supported for self-service Identity Engine upgrades. More events eligible for hooks. The following system log events are now eligible for event hooks. New legal disclaimer in Okta trial accounts. A new legal disclaimer is displayed on the Add Person dialog in Okta trial accounts to prevent sending unsolicited and unauthorized activation emails. Okta branding changes for the admin console. Branding updates to headings, fonts, colors, borders, and logos are now available in the admin console. Additional measures to counter toll fraud. For SMS and voice authentications, additional mitigation measures now help counter phone number-based toll fraud. Let's wrap up with a look at early access features now available. Permission conditions for profile attributes. You can now apply conditions to the view users and their details and edit users' profile attributes, custom admin role permissions. Permission conditions help you limit the scope of a role by indicating or excluding admins' access to individual profile attributes. This gives you more granular control over your custom admin roles and helps meet your org's unique security needs. Radius sign-in error prevention. If orgs that upgraded from Classic Engine configure the Okta Verify Authenticator with Number Challenge, the challenge may be presented unexpectedly to Radius users. This can cause errors because Radius doesn't support number challenges. To prevent this, you can enable the new feature Disable Number Matching Challenge for Radius. Assign admin roles to an app. Orgs can now assign admin roles to their custom API service integrations. Apps with assigned admin roles are constrained to the permissions and resources that are included in the role assignment. This helps ensure that apps only have access to the resources that are needed to perform their tasks and improves the org's overall security. Event hook filters. You can now filter individual events of the same event type based on custom business logic hosted in Okta. These filters reduce the amount of events that trigger hooks, removing an unnecessary load on your external service. This feature includes an improved creation workflow for event hooks and a new Filters tab that you can use to create event filters with direct expression language statements or with a simple UI format. Using event hook filters significantly reduces the amount of event hook requests and the need for custom code on your respective services. Thanks for viewing the Okta release highlights. For additional details, please visit the Okta release notes and product note links, which can be found in the video description.